We sit on the couch just inches away, but our hearts are lost, led astray. Not a whisper, not a glance, just silence dancing in a broken trance. No slammed doors, no angry cries, just quiet storms behind our eyes. We breathe the same air, but it's colder now, frozen by pride we can't allow. They say love's a fire, fierce and bright, but even flames fade out without light. And here we are, not wrong, not right, just trapped in the quiet of a sleepless night. I miss your voice, even when it trembled, even when our words would clash and tremble. 'Cause pain with truth still feels alive, but silence barely survives. You reach for your phone, I reach for hope. We scroll through screens, trying to cope. Yet all I want is to break this spell, to hear your truth, your heaven or hell. Let's not let silence draw the line between your heart and mine. It's not about who wins the fight. It's choosing love, even when it's tight. I'll swallow pride if you take my hand. Let's not let silence take command. There's no wrong when we start to speak, only healing that the quiet makes weak. So talk to me, even if your voice shakes. Scream, cry, make all the mistakes. Just don't leave me in this cold goodbye, where love forgets how to even try. We're not too far to find our way, not too broken to choose to stay. Let's turn the silence into a song, where we admit I missed you all along. Here I go again, heart on sleeve, pen in hand, voice in pain, asking questions no one dares to hear, screaming silence masked by cheer. Where are you now? I whisper low, to a shadow I loved but may never know. You were a prayer I tried to speak, but every word just made me weak. They say love heals, but mine just burned. Gave my all, yet never earned. A look, a touch, a simple sign. Tell me, why wasn't I ever enough to be mine? I feel like I'm a failure, bruised and torn. A rose still blooming with hidden thorns. Getting hurt, my second skin. Always out, but never let in. I rewrote myself in hopes you'd see that maybe you could fall for me. If you'd just listen, just one time, you'd hear my truth behind the rhyme. I'm not asking you to say you care, just to notice that I'm standing there. Flawed, afraid, but reaching still. A soul unheld, but loving still. So here's my voice, cracked but true. One final letter. Dear, dear you. I'll keep on learning, keep on trying, even if it leaves me crying. 'Cause love like this, it doesn't die. It learns to live beneath the sky. So if you ever feel the same, I'll be the fire that knows your name. But if not, then let me ache. Let me shatter, bend, and break. At least I dare to feel so deep, to write you letters I'll never keep. I told myself I'd walk away, that love like this should never stay. But every time you turn and leave, I'm the fool who still believes. You hurt me, maybe not on cue, but pain still feels the same from you. And though your words cut like a knife, I let them bleed into my life. I smile, though hollow, just pretend, like broken hearts know how to mend. But every tear I hide inside is just another truth I've lied. I cling to days that passed me by, to every fleeting soft goodbye. The touch, the laugh, the gaze, the grace, all etched in time I can't erase. You walk away, I let you go. But deep within I hope you know, each step you take I count the space, still waiting for your sweet embrace. I love you still, I always will, though silence grows and time stands still. You fade, return, and fade again. Yet I stay loyal in the rain. I write to stars, I pray to skies, that fate will hear my quiet cries. That maybe one day you will see the kind of love you had in me. Not perfect love, but raw and true. The kind that breaks but stays with you. No vows were made, no hearts were sworn, but mine has loved you since it's born. So if one day you choose to stay, not out of guilt, but come what may, then let our story rise from ache, a real forever we can make. But if that dream must fade like smoke, then know this love you never spoke still burned for you through all the pain, and would still choose you all over again. I hold a photo like a flame in frost, a captured smile, a moment lost. Yet still it breathes, still it burns. In every silence, my heart returns. You're not beside me, not tonight, but memory flickers soft and bright. This paper frame, this still, small face, my soul's reminder of your grace. Distance bites like winter's chill, but love like this, it lingers still. Across the miles, across the years, it whispers hope, it dries the tears. A necklace swings against my chest, where once your head would come to rest. It isn't much, but it's enough to hold on tight when days get rough. Because love is more than skin and bone. It lives in whispers, sleeps in tone. It haunts the air, it hums a tune. It lights the dark like midnight's moon. They say love hurts, and sure it stings. But oh, the healing that it brings. In every ache, in every sigh, it teaches hearts how not to die. And when we're gone, when breath is still, when clocks no longer count the will, the only thing that stays, won't lie, is love we carried when we die. So let this photo, worn and torn, remind us why we were reborn. Not just for touch or spoken vow, but for a love that lives in now. A love that waits through storm and tide, that bends but never breaks with pride. So frame this flame and don't forget, the heart remembers what the mind regrets.